Trigger Tracker. Actually, we're going to start here. Going to install it on one of the phones. Trigger Tracker is set up as a two-way tethering system for parents and children to keep track of each other. We're starting here because a lot of folks don't realize that if you're installing an app that is not directly from the Android marketplace or from your Windows Mobile or BlackBerry marketplace, there are certain settings that you need to set to allow for the application to actually be installed. So here we've got Trigger Tracker being installed on the phone on my right. We're going to set this phone up as the child's phone. We're going to set this phone up as the parent's phone. This install block security comes up. On the Android, you can simply press settings, and you want to check this box that says unknown sources. Once you check the box unknown sources and click OK, what that'll do is that'll allow you to install apps to your phone that are not directly from the Android market. So if you go to triggertracker.com and download the app, you can do so without any holdups. So that's been selected. I'm going to hit the back arrow button, and I'm going to go back and install the app. Now, it brings up the screen you see over here on the left. So what we're going to do for Trigger Tracker, we're going to install the child's client-side application on this particular Droid. And on the DroidX over here, we're going to install the parent-side client app. Okay, so I'm going to start with the child side. I'm going to hit the install button. It's going to install the app, and it's going to open up. Press open. It's going to open up for registration. You're going to put the parent's name in here. You're going to put the parent's email in here. You're going to want to make sure you put the parent's email in here because there will be updates, free updates to this product throughout the year. We do plan on retheming the app for kids, holiday themes throughout the year. I'm going to accept terms and conditions. Here's the contract. It's pretty standard EULA. You can read the contract on triggertracker.com if you like, or you can spend your time reading it here and hit submit. We ask you to register the phone to the parent, not to the child. We feel like that's more important for security reasons. I press submit. Now we've got the main screen here. Install the child application or install the parent application. While I do this, I'm going to go ahead and install over here. That's going to start installing. So this side, as I said, we were going to install the child application, so I'm going to press child. Child app is being installed, and a warning sign comes up and says, wait, Trigger Tracker's noticed that a parent number has not been set. Would you like to add this number right now? Okay, basically what we've got here, the settings screen on the child's client-side app is intentionally a little difficult to find. I'll show you in a minute how to get to it, but what we do when you install the child client app, we bring the settings screen up immediately because if the parent wants to immediately set their phone number in here. So one of the settings in here which we find very useful is there's a drop-down box. You can set the child's phone to automatically send updates every 15, 30, 45, or 60 minutes. On top of your ability to retrieve their location instantaneously, you can set the child's app to just send you a regular GPS position of where the kid is, including the address. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to pick 15 minutes. I'm going to pick OK. You're going to notice that 15 minutes is highlighted there. I'm going to put the parent's number in. I'm going to put that phone number for this phone in. The parent's phone number for that particular phone I'm going to enter. Now it's going to ask me a security passcode. This is very important. The passcode you enter in this phone has to be entered in this phone as well. So for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to put TTTT, and I'm going to hit next, and I've got to enter it in again. It's there, it's behind the keyboard. TTTT. I'm going to hit done. There. Alright, so that's been done. I'm going to press save. Now, here's the child's main screen. The child's main screen has three main buttons. One is where am I? This is in case your child gets lost out in the dark. Let's say they're 6, 7, 8 blocks away from home. You move to a new neighborhood. You're trick-or-treating in grandma's neighborhood. The child knows what street grandma lives on, but they don't know the other streets in the neighborhood. So we have the Where Am I button. I'm going to finish installing the parent app while we're working here. I'm going to enter it in. Now, both of these phones, if you're going to use two smartphones, and you don't necessarily have to use two smartphones, but both of these phones need to have GPS enabled on them. And I'm noticing that this Droid on the right with the child's app does not have GPS enabled, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Done. I'm going to accept terms and conditions and hit submit. Okay, now we're back to the main screen. On this one we're going to install the parent app. But let's go back over to the child screen here. We're going to go back to the main menu. We're going to do a couple of really neat little things. One of the first things that I would do is go into the drawer on your phone and grab the icon for Tricker Tracker. Hold it down, you'll feel it vibrate, and drop it on the main screen so that your child will be able to get to it with ease. They'll be able to pull it right up off their main screen, and there it is. The other thing I need to do is I need to go into settings and I need to adjust the GPS because I'm noticing that there's no GPS satellite indicator at the top here. So I'm going to go to locations and settings, and I'm going to make sure GPS satellites are checked, and I'm also going to check use wireless networks. Wireless networks uses assisted GPS or Wi-Fi to assist in locating the child. This is very helpful if you're indoors, having this particular feature enabled. So anyway, so now we're back at the app. I'm going to press Where Am I? This is going to send out a GPS call to identify where the child is located. Okay, so you'll notice that we're on Cabot Road here, and there's a little pumpkin right where we are located. Your child, if they need to go in even closer, they can tap on the screen and zoom in even more, and they can see a photographic image of exactly where they're located in relation to, you know, grandma's house or their own house, and the daytime image will come up at night. So it's very nice, and it will usually give an address here at the top bar, but currently while we're shooting this video we're not at a specific address, so they'll actually see the address. So if they want to text mom or call mom, the address will come up on mom's phone, and that will happen here in a second on the other phone. So anyway, so we're going to move over here. We're going to install the parent application. Again, it says wait, Tricker Trackers. Notice that a child number has not been selected. Would you like to do it now? Press yes. We're going to enter in the child's number, the number on this phone. Notice there's no frequency here, where the child's phone settings had the frequency. We're going to enter that number in. We're going to enter in the passcode that we entered in over here. T. Save. Now, you'll notice on this one it says locate child. I'm going to go back here to this screen so you can see them in comparison. So the parents application has a locate child and a settings button. The child application has Where Am I, send location, which sends the location to the parent, or locate parent button. Let's say mom and dad are going in one direction with the little kids and the older kids are going in another direction, so they can send out a message to locate parent, which I'll do right now. Now what's happening is it's sending a message from this phone to retrieve the GPS coordinates on this phone and send them back to this phone. So the GPS, you can see the GPS is activated. Okay, so the parent's address is coming in. It says your parent is located at or near, and it will give the address, but you'll see the pumpkin located exactly where we are standing on this particular street, and if the kid wants to zoom in on where mom and dad is, they can zoom in, and at nighttime this lights up really nice. You'll be able to see where they are. Okay, so all right, let's look at the parent. Let's say the parent wants to see where the kid is at any given time. The parent can basically open the app, open up the Tricker Tracker app, and press the locate child. Please wait, fetching child location. So what it's doing is sending a message to this phone to engage the satellite tracking system and send back the coordinates to this phone. Okay, there you have it. The child is located at or near, and it gives the address where the child is located and a picture graph map. So the parent can look here and say, okay, their street names are listed here. The parent can look and say, I am here, and the child is located over here. On a regular interval, or each time that they send this request by locate child. This can be pressed as many times as necessary. The child can locate the parent can locate the child, alleviating that separation anxiety that may occur when kids are out after dark. They get cold, they get scared, somebody is bothering them. It's in a situation where the child can't speak, doesn't want to make a phone call. The child wants to send a notice to the parent where they're located. By pressing send location, a message is sent to the parent. Now while that is happening, take a look over here. Something else we've added for children is a flashlight. Best time of the year for glow sticks sales are during Halloween. So if you press the flashlight button at the bottom, to view flashlight and glow sticks, slide your finger to the left. Here's your flashlight. The brightest screen is the white screen. And then they can scroll over. They like blue, green, red, pink, yellow, and orange. These illuminate after dark and help them light their path. Simply hitting the back arrow will take them back to the main screen. Now what's happening now is the child has sent their location to the parent's phone. Notice the parent's phone just comes up automatically. So it doesn't matter what the parent is doing. They could be in the middle of a phone call. They could be browsing the internet, checking the text messages, or their phone is simply put away. The tone is played and the child's address is displayed, and the child's location is displayed on the screen. And again, you can zoom in very close and see exactly within 3 meters plus or minus where the child is standing. So if your child is hiding during Halloween, they get scared, spooked, somebody's bothering them, they hide behind a tree or what have you, they can simply, without speaking, send you a notification of where they're located. If you want to change the code, the settings screen is here. In order to change this code on the child's phone, it's a little tricky. Notice there's not a settings button. You have to hit the menu button on the outside of the phone and select settings. Here's where you can go in and change the code. We've done this so kids don't accidentally check a settings button and go in and change the code for some reason, not realizing that it would prevent them from being able to gain access to their parents. So anyways, back arrow, take you back to the main screen. The flashlight is also on the parents app. The glow sticks, it's also here for the parents app as well. The parent is walking one direction with the small children, and their older children are headed in another direction. They might find it useful to have the flashlight located there. And that's pretty much it. This is a Punk Blocker app by Iconisys.